A championship awaited for a month where 16 teams are battling in the land of dawn for the prize pool of 300 Australian dollars. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Rose or Rosan, here to welcome every one of you to the first ever MLBB OCEANIA Championship. It is organized by 69 Gaming, and our partner is OCC Australia. With me, I have Mr. Hydro with me for casting today the matches.
So what is up, y'all? It's me, Hydraptor, and I'm pretty much excited about the championship. We are gonna see the teams from overseas facing off against each other, and we will be analyzing a lot in this tournament. We will be seeing a lot of diversity. We will be seeing a lot of different metas, lots on lots of different ways that people play the game. And we will all be starting from this first match, which is going to be between Poor by Poor and Team Domination. And without any further ado, why not go to the draft phase?
Yes, here we are in the draft phase. I am really excited about what is going to happen in the drafts, or let's say that's already happening, because in the Southeast Asia and in overseas, or let's say in Oceania region, I guess there is a different type of draft they do for
Yeah,
gameplays.
yeah,
And
I'm expecting that.
right now, yes, right now, but it looks quite similar to what we play in Southeast Asia right now. Like, from the side of 4x4, they've banned Moskov, Harit, which are the current gold laner metas. Sorry, gold laner in the meta, and then we have Helkurt, which is really good in the jungle position as well as the roaming position. And from the side of Domination, they have banned Natan, which is again another really good hero on that goal lane, and there is that Masha with Fanny being, I guess, a respect ban, but Masha is also a meta hero for being that heavy damage dealer to the squishy
Yeah,
heroes and
especially you
even
don't wanna
tank
see her in the
jumpers.
late game. Yeah,
Yes,
because in the late
obviously.
game, yeah, you Masa literally does not care if you are in the late game and you are a tank, but you are still gonna be melted. Masa's one ultimate and one single slap is enough to knock you out, and
Yeah.
that is a very good decision. That Masa being banned will somewhat of I think it will be helping team domination. And if I'm gonna talk about the picks are looking very irritating. Both the teams sustain and the damage dealing, both the teams have them all. You can see their Mathilda and
Mhm.
Fredrin follow up with Carrie, and you can see their Vexena is also there, right?
Yep, that is like, the Vexana and then Valentina. Like, whenever there is a Vexana, there comes the Valentina from the opponent, or let's say the counterparts, because it is going to be a really good hero to go up
Yeah,
against, as you can
I'm
have a
expecting to
multiple
see.
choice. Mhm.
I'm expecting to see Eternal Guard versus Eternal Guard. I don't care about the people right now. I'm I'm very hyped up about the Eternal Guard fight we're having. It's like two gladiators fighting in the Rome, Italy. Somewhat of very interesting matchup. I want to see that.
Yep, obviously. And like I said, like the Vexana is going to be a really good pick, but at the same time, the Valentina, to make things confusing, or let's say the Valentina is quite of like a versatile hero that can go with the Vexana's ultimate or even the Mathilda's ultimate. And at the same time, she can also go with the final slash of that Arlet, because that's going to be a really handy tool whenever there is a team fight happening, or in especially the turtle fights and the lords fights. What is the most exciting part, Hydra, do you think, like the, the most exciting part right now, looking at both the teams having that lineup already formed? Which team do you think has a stronger lineup?
I'm not gonna be biased right now because looking at the picks of the both the teams, there is no complaint about anything. There is sustainability, there is damage dealing, and there is high mobility as well. So,
Hmm.
looking at the team, I'm very excited about the team fight, which is going to be happening in the mid game or in the early turtle or in the late game, because the team fight is gonna be one heck of a battle. I'm gonna see because of the sustainability, mobility, everything you can see here.
Yep, especially I'm really surprised by the Esmeralda being the jungler. I mean, it's not too much of a big surprise, but at the same time, it's not the lineup, or not a hero that you would want to go up against when there is a carry. You could have just gone with something else on the jungle position and took something else in the EXP lane by swapping Esmeralda being in the EXP, but I don't know, maybe they have their own strategy or it could be their flexible pick, so let's not go over there. But I'm looking at the position of Angela right now, like, normally we don't see Angela being so much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's position was quite good for giving the vision. But she could have just got caught by the teammates of the team 4x4 right there if she was not careful. But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to. Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from Terizla. Terizla is pretty much very, very low HP, but he has successfully able to chunk some of the HP for the team. So, which means team Esmeralda will be having a little bit of advantage because, to be honest, when you don't have a drop, Esmeralda and Angela both combo is really, really annoying to handle. Uh, and if you are gonna talk about the carry, early game carry don't have much damage to chunk down Angela and Esmeralda both, and carry is in the opposite lane. And look at that carry getting ganked from Claude and Angela.
Yep, obviously there was a beautiful engagement on the top lane, but at the same time, they lost the turtle. Team 4x4, they lost the turtle right there. And like you said, the carry is not going to be too much of a handy tool for having that Angela and Esmeralda composition farming right there. But at the same time, I want to make sure you people notice that there is a heavy crowd control coming from the side of Team 4x4, whereas Team Domination, they have to only rely on that Terizla's penalty zone to get that heavy crowd control, whereas Team 4x4, they have each and every hero has quite a bit of crowd control except for carry, so that is going to be really annoying for Esmeralda. There goes that final shot, penalty zone to be defensive, but he is going to get taken down right there in a really low HP by the hands of
Okay,
Dar.
I
Or the
was
veteran.
literally having a feeling that Terizla might have able to be survived from 1 HP, but no. Terizla will be going down, and I am hoping that Esmeralda will not be going to that full damage build, because when Esmeralda is going to that damage build, the way she will be dealing damage to the back lane, that will be really, really deadly for the opponents.
She also took the double kill in the top lane, so that means the Claude is going to get a lot of chunky gold from that gold plate that is defending the top lane first tier turret, and that is going to be quite handy because Claude is an item-based hero, so he has to get all those items to have that damage potential to melt down the heroes that the team 4x4 has picked, which is the veteran especially, and also that to not fear, let's say, the Arlott, but Arlott, here goes that Prophet string. There was the falling star moon as well, but the penalty zone, I don't know why did he use up there. Maybe he was predicting that Arlott was there, but at the same time, that was a waste. Whereas in the bottom lane, they're trying to gank, and in top
Yeah,
lane, I see there is
and
Turtle.
the ganks from the team Domination, that is going really, really well. If you're gonna ask me, they gank the top lane, they take out the carry, and the Claude took all the gold, and now they are ganking the bottom lane. They zone out successfully to Arlott. Okay, so we are seeing that turtle has been taken by team 4x4, so it is 1-on-1 on the turtle fight right now. But still, the rotation and the ganks from team Domination is really, really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Dar getting
Okay.
that mega kill on that Angela. There goes that Abrasus Rat as well. Circling Eagle used up defensively. There goes the Flame Start, but it obviously does not. For the main first turret, or even any turret, especially the gold lane, because the carry is lacking gold compared to the Claude, because Claude got a lot of gold, or let's say around 300 gold from the gold plate on the top lane, so that is going to add up so much pressure already to carry for not having proper itemization to go.
Yeah, and also Carry doesn't have the vengeance, so
Yeah,
Carry will be taking a huge damage from Claude. And look at that blazing druid coming straight, taking out Vexena, which means the mid lane turret is in the verge of destroying. But Team Domination won't be able to commit to the torrent. So yeah, torrent has been defended successfully, but they are now ganking the bottom lane, and I think it will go down.
I guess the bottom lane first tier turret is their target right now, but you can see there goes an Angela's hot card, and I guess there was some penalty heavy crowd control, and they can like quite have the control of the map, or let's say they quite have the control over the team fight, and they are tacking on that Claude, blazing to it, which defensively there goes that Sparkling Eagle, Angela with that hard cut, also used up right there, but still not enough to protect that Claude getting taken down, and that's exactly what the team 4x4 had to do from the early game. They had to continuously gank the gold lane to take down the Claude and fed the Angela and Esmeralda combo, which our Hydro is fond of, is, you know, kind of like will fall down eventually.
Yeah, I really feel that Team Domination should end this game early, because once the game has reached the late phase, now poor by poor heroes will shine the brightest because of the tankiness, because of the crowd control, and the damage from that carry will now be able to start adding up, which means Domination will not be able to dominate in the late game. So whatever they have to do, they have to do in the early and the mids.
Yep, obviously, but at the same time, Claude has that extra mobility, I guess, that the carry does not have. So that means Claude can sometimes maybe get out of a certain situation. There goes Falling Star Moon. There is that Guiding Wind, I guess. Sorry, Circling Eagle. Basically, it used up. Flame shot just to push back, but there goes Claude taking that
Look
kill.
at that Claude and Angela. Okay, Angela with that hard guard and Esmeralda. No stopping the red combo. There is no direct counter to Esmeralda and the Angela. I think we are gonna see a wiped out from Team Domination, and that was a really great team fight. As I've already told, whatever they have to do in the early game, and they are doing what they need to be done. Esmeralda and Angela, no stopping by, and that Cloud from behind as well. They are gonna take the Lord, and I think from this Lord, that will be the easy Lord, no doubt. So Team Domination, I think they are focusing on taking the first and second tier torrent of every single lane.
I guess first tier turret is down of each and every
Yeah.
lane. It's just the second tier turret they want to take down, or maybe they can even force out the second tier turret right now and wait for the Lord to get to that inhibitor turret and take down the inhibitor turrets as well. So let's see if that's going to be their tactic. But there is already that Lord spawned right on time on 50-second mark, and I guess Esmeralda with that Holy Crystal, Holy Goddess, she is going to deal a lot more damage right now, because that Holy Crystal right now is the most expensive magic item, and it is the most heavy damage dealing item as well for
Yeah.
the magic damage section.
One
So
ultimate
it-
from Esmeralda. One
And
ultimate from Esmeralda. Yeah. Backline is swapped.
yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time she might be a little bit squishy, and we can see there is that heavy damage falling.
Look at that.
Arnold has been taken down right there. Penalty zone coming up. There goes Star diving in and taking down Esmeralda right there. Super X
Lord
has
with
been
the
taken
blazing
down.
do it as well.
Yes, there goes two of the member falling down with that blazing duet's heavy damage. That Claude feeding strategy is coming quite in handy, and mid lane's inhibitor turret is in a situation where it might get taken down, but no, till the turret's passive is there to secure the turret for now.
So Team Domination, they are literally dominating the game from the earlies. They have won a single team fight, get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So Team Poor by Poor, they don't have anything to farm up right now. And Claude with another blazing do it, and I think this will be it for Team Poor by Poor. One more time, 3 people down, make it 4, and only Carrie is left. And I don't think Carrie will be able to defend this all push all by herself.
Yep, there goes that maniac coming in, maybe trying to go for that Savage as well. Is what for the Savage?
No, there are only
Okay.
Maniac, I think.
I was
Lord
like,
Man-
I heard. I thought I heard the Savage sound, but it was just a Maniac. But the inhibitor turrets are going down, baby, and there goes that damage coming in from Claude to those turrets. It is insane. Like, it's melting like butter in this heat right now, but it's not hot there in Australia currently. I know that, but still, the heat is really taking on to the Claude right now, because the Claude is the key to victory for the Team Domination. And also, Hydro, your Angela and Esmeralda combo, it is a literal chef's kiss.
Yeah, and the matter of fact, Claude managed to take the Maniac and come out alive. That was a lot more fun to watch as well. We are gonna see another team fight, and players are going ham over one another, blazing to it from the Claude, and Valentina going out all outraged and we can see two people down already, and Fredrin is gonna be melted as well. Look at that, Angela is slowing the Fredrin down, and
Oh,
Claude is melting people, and
damn.
instant melt from Esmeralda, and Carrie will be instantly melted down, and there is no stopping to that Claude. Claude will be melting the torrent like the butter and the hot knife. We can see cheesy well played from Team Domination, and that means Team Domination has taken game number one.
Yep. Congratulations to Team Domination. I mean, like, it is a best of three series, obviously. They still have one more game to go before they call themselves the battle champion for now. But at the same time, the gameplay, that was quite insane. I mean, everything was going quite fine for the early game. I was not so quite fine, but at the same time, the ganking on the gold lane from the side of Team Domination, that was beautifully executed. And they tried to go in for the bottom lane, or let's say the EXP lane ganking as well. That was also pretty much good, but at the same time, Arlot's positioning, that came in handy, so he was saved right there. But my problem here is Arlot's itemization. I mean, Endless Battle and Sea Halberd, it's not a bad item. I mean, Arlott now is going to be healing according to the passive of, not passive, the physical damage he deals. So, I mean, he could have gone with the Hunter Strike and the Sea Halberd because that adds so much more value to that damage compared to the Endless Battle, because Endless Battle is quite of a true damage dealer, which casts, I guess, once every few seconds. So that adds up, like, quite a low value compared to the Hunter Strike and the Sea Halberds passive together combined, let's say. So if he had gone that item, maybe in the team fight he could have gone more sustainable and deal more amount of damage to the team members, and especially his final sass, they were quite handy, but at the same time it was not so much of a perfect timing to use them. And also, from the side of Team Domination, Poor by Poor, they had to focus more on the goal lane that they did not. And Team Domination, they totally utilized that, and they got the game in their hand.
And what I'm really fond of is the rotation coming from Team Domination. They were all over the map, ganking the required lanes and helping the side laners win their lanes too. That helped Claude a lot. And when the Claude is farmed up, you can see
Yep.
how much he has dominated the entire game.
Yeah, that monkey is too mischievous, like literally, because that caused a lot of trouble to them, for the Poor by Poor, a lot of trouble till the end of the game. And that's for the first game, and congratulations to Team Domination once again, but there is still one more game to go for a clean sweep of victory, whereas Poor by Poor, they have to win another match, this match to go for the reverse sweep or the best of three series itself. So Hydro, what do you think? Will Poor by Poor manage to come from where they are right now?
I'm not gonna be biased, but I'm gonna let audience decide what their gonna prediction be. So please let us know in the comment section. But for now, we just have to be hyped up for the game number two because we are expecting a comeback or a sweep.
Yep. I guess it's going to be a little bit of like a comeback situation because, that whatever happened right now, I guess they got, Poor by Poor got a little bit of idea what Team Domination are about, like, the rotation and the gameplay style. I guess they got it. So maybe in next game, Poor by Poor are going to have that kind of a
Yeah,
quick
we can
strategy
expect.
form.
Yeah, we can expect a trial game as well. First game is just a trial, and they just analyze what
Yeah.
opponents
Hmm.
are really about. And from the second game, they put up the main guns right now. They just back up with all their strategy and just
Hmm.
sweep the entire game. Anything
Yeah,
can
they
happen.
put the minigun side and they bring out the cannons now. That could
Yeah.
be their strategy.
So for now, I only hope that we are gonna see a one heck of a battle for these two teams because once Domination win this match, they will be going forward to another round. So poor by poor, they don't want that. They want this game. They want to come back and sweep this match, and from that, the fan base of poor by poor must be a lot of happy when they do that.
Yes, obviously. And let's go back to the first game once again. Like, I mean, like looking at the lineup, the pour by pour had Arlott, Vexana, Matilda, Fedrin, Carrie. That was a really good lineup to look at when going up against Angela, Esmeralda, Claude, Valentina, and Terizla, because they only had a few crowd control that they had to fear. Pour by pour did not have to fear for all of the heroes. I mean, they could have just protected the backline with the help of, you know, uh, Mathilda being there to pull back from a critical situation, Fedrin being the front line, and Ardat also being somewhat of a frontline sustain hero and targeting the marksman, obviously the Claude. And he had, I guess, the Petrify as well, so he could have utilized that to stop Claude from using that blazing duet, and there goes. You know, um, and that could be the really good strategy formed up right now. But
Yeah,
let's move
this
on to the next game for now.
Yeah, so game number two has begun. We are in the currently draft phase. So we are gonna see some drafts, picks and bans. So the first bans we are gonna see are Fanny Moskov from Domination, whereas we are gonna see Esmeralda from Poor by Poor. So Esmeralda, they have literally uh, strike fear to to their hearts, I guess, because the
Yeah.
way Domination played the Esmeralda with the Angela, and I think that Esmeralda was the damage build, which means
Yeah.
it literally demolished every single person from Poor by Poor, instantly banning her. And so from by banning Esmeralda and Diggy, we are gonna see Harith being picked up by Domination, another meta hero we are gonna see in the
Oh.
Land of Dawn. And following up with the Harith, another meta hero we are gonna see is going to be Masa. So this game is gonna be one heck of a match we are gonna be watching.
But what's my issue with Masa is like she has to have some kind of itemization formed before she can go totally aggressive on those squishy targets that the team domination might have. So
Yeah, I think she
that's
should
only the
be
issue.
focusing on farming in the
Hmm.
early games
For the early
rather than
games, yeah.
yeah, and then rather than taking the fights, because Masa is really squishy as well. So we have to keep that in mind, and Masa really have to track her passive as well, because if the
Hmm.
passive is not so well stacked up, Masa might have to return to the base to regain
Yeah.
all her HP and come back to the team fight, and that may take a lot of time.
Hmm. That means she has to farm really, really effectively, or let's say efficiently, because if she
Yeah.
does not do that, that means she's not going to have the passive triggered by the jungle. She has to go to the base back and do the
Yeah, but
healing thing and come back.
we are gonna see jungle Masa. So I don't think Masa will be having problems taking care of her passive, because all the creeps are in her hands.
The
So
only
Masa will be carrying.
issue I guess the retribution Masa has is like the survivability. She has to
Yeah,
use her retribution, or let's say the ice retribution, to go for that, quick escape from the turret dives if she's going to have that, or even the team fights. Because if she does not use that ice retribution and just escape away with the, flame retribution or bloody retribution, that's not going to be quite handy for the Masha. And if
yeah.
she
So
uses the retribution right before the team fights or the turtle and the Lord fight, that is going to be really annoying. So that's what she has to work, kind of like
I
focus on.
think that that will be all out situation for Masa. Either you die,
Hmm.
either you kill opponents.
Yep.
So that's enough talking for the Masa. There are other heroes in
Hmm.
the game as well. So I'm gonna talk about Minator and Valentina. We are gonna see the two main counters of each other. And look at that Julian and that Fushiguro Megumi of Jujutsu Kaisen being used in the game as well. So Domination, they are gonna take another spicy pick. We are gonna see Julian in the tournament and Florin, plus we are gonna see Harriet as well.
Hmm. And that Julian right now is quite in the meta, if I have to be correct. I mean, the Julian has got a massive buff in a way, because like his jungle clearance has always been really good, but his early game damage potential, that is insane. So the squishy targets like, Nana and the goal laner, of course, Roger, they too have to watch out from where will Julian come out, because if the Julian gets the hand on Nana or the Roger, it's a game over for them. Or even
So
like, sometimes
yeah,
the tanky heroes get melted easily.
Yeah, so I'm not used Julian so much at that so much of the time during my gameplay. So I find Julian really hard to use. So
Mhm.
as long as my knowledge has the capacity, I don't think Julian will work because Roser and Nana, they both, Nana has her passive and Roser has his forms changing and dashing the shots from Julian. So I think it will depend upon the gameplay of the player, and he can prove me wrong as well because I have not used Julian. I think I played games long enough, but I've only used Julian like 3 or 4 times.
But it is a really good hero right now in the meta, and like I said, if you know, it's kind of like if even if Nana's passive is down for an instinct, you can have someone else to take care of the taking down her for after the taking down her passive, so that is going to be quite handy as well. Just the passive is also going to be really handy because she now has just 30% movement speed when her passive is down. So yes, that's the only thing, like Hydra said, the only thing that worries is Nana has that passive and Roger has that ability to right escape away with his dashes and all. And we can see for now Julian has already started that invasion and quite taking small creeps, and he's level 4 already, so that means he has the upper hand in the retribution, and that took
And
his.
yes, yeah, he has taken successfully the blue buff of the opponent. Masa has nothing to farm right now, so she will be stuck at level 3. And I don't think she will be able to catch up with the Julian before the first turtle. So the first turtle will be spawning in about like 20 seconds, and Julian will be already level 5. So the level difference matter the most in the early game when you are having the retribution battle. So Masa will be struggling,
Oh,
and we're gonna see the first blood coming from team Poor by Poor. Harith will be going down, which means in the gold lane, Roger will be having upper hand currently.
yep, the Harith, I mean, like, obviously, you know, the focusing on the goal lane, like I said in the previous match, did not happen as much as I expected from the side of team Poor by Poors. But this time around, they are trying to focus on that Harith, because Harith obviously is a really good meta hero right now in that goal lane, like I said. So that's why they're trying to focus. And there goes with the first skill, enhanced skill. Julian is already melting down that turtle in a really low HP. So I guess there won't be any retribution battle for now.
Yeah, and Julian, look at that. Julian is already level 6. And Masa, if we are gonna talk, she has just reached level 4, just unlocked her ultimate skill. Whereas Julian, he's just spamming everywhere, spamming and killing the creeps, taking the farm, giving the rotation. Team Domination are in the way of dominating the early game one more time.
Yep, they are. The jungle difference. Okay, there goes hand sanitizer trying to kill a germ, but he gets taken down himself in the top lane by Terizla, which is quite surprising because Terizla is known for being a tanky hero and Xbox is known for being a tank melter. So that was quite surprising right there,
I
but
think
still.
hand sanitizer, yeah, you have heard that hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of jumps, and I think
Uh-huh.
Terizla was 0.01.
Okay, in the bottom lane, there goes that Minion Fury, and he totally gobbled up that another
And
hero as well. There
yeah,
goes that
like
heal in the hand.
Wolf is just going ham over the maps right now. The way he got the early kills and the farms, Roger is the one hero that team Domination will have to look out for, because once Roger starts to melt, there is no one stopping him. He will just continuously dance and eat your heroes right there.
What's more is, like, in the late game, Nana is also going to be a monster, so they have to be really careful. Even though that's a cute subtle looking hero, Nana may be a little bit shy or quite friendly, but in the late game you don't want to be friends with a monster, so that monster is
Yeah, I
really going
think
to be.
that Molina is really a illusion. I mean, we are
Yeah.
gonna see that it's cute, but it will just destroy you instantly.
Yep,
Believe
that's
me,
that's
I have been eliminated, I have been destroyed, and I have been sent to another universe by Nana, by only her Molina.
first and second skill and the squishy heroes are demolished. Like that's
Yeah,
the damage that mana possesses in the late game. So they have to team a domination. They have to try to dominate the game again, like the previous game from early to mid. If they go for the late game, they might not have the ability that they have in the early and the mid games.
yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see Minion Fury coming from team poor by poor, but still look at that. Rosa is going everywhere in the map. There are 5 kills and Rosa is the most to take the part in, and look at that. Hand sanitizer going into the turret as well, but still Terizla is able to survive. But Molina, I was talking about Nana right there, and you can see Julian being eliminated as well. Poor by poor, they don't have turtle, but they still have the rotation and the kills gap right now.
Yep. Okay, that's a really bad idea for two squishy heroes to go up against Masha, but Masha was only in 2 HP bars, so that was quite fine for now. I mean, like, if Masha got the hand on Florine or the Valentina, that could have been a little bit annoying situation for them right now. But
But I
yes,
don't think Masa has the required item to one shot
yeah.
heroes right now, because it's only 6 minutes. Masa have to farm for at least like 8 or 10 minutes, and after that she could literally one shot anyone.
Okay, in the top lane, there goes penalty zone used up. And there goes that bloom as well. Minon Fury used up just for one member. There goes Disperse Stump after the enhance. And Masha trying to go in for that kill with that thunderclap. But she is unable to get in or dive in right there to mark the hero. And there goes the So just to stun the Masa and the Terizla for now. And that Molina Blitz and Molina was wasted right there. Molina smashed both with him. And also the Magic Boomer didn't
So
do any
they have,
damage.
yeah, they invested a lot of CCs right there, but there were no damage dealers. So that's the reason Team Domination were able to survive that chaos, because there were no one to put damage to them. There were only Minotaur and Terizla. Terizla is gonna deal some healthy damage, but we are talking about Xborg here. Xborg is quite tanky, to be honest.
Yep, it is really tanky. So, I mean, yes, obviously, Xborg is tanky and sustainable, so that is going to be a little bit of pressure for Terizla to handle. But at the same time, he has the Revenge Strike and Execution Strike. But there goes in the bottom lane once again, getting that kill. Sorry, in the mid lane, and there another hero has been taken down. Super L has taken down the first tier tower of the bottom lane, and the turtle is up for grabs.
But still, Team Domination, they have only managed to take a single torrent, but the all 3 turtles will be going in the hands of Team Poor by Poor. But I'm still talking about the torrents. Harith is getting enough farm, so I think in the team fight, Harith will be the crucial hero that Team Domination will be hanging on to.
Yeah, I guess that's the
And
only hero that they are
yeah,
going to rely for the late game as well, because he's really
Harith,
sustainable in the late game.
yeah, Harith still have the Purify,
Oh,
so crowd control will not affect Harith. And if Harith use the
flicker
Purify in the
out.
crucial moment, he will be
Oh,
able to survive. Okay, look at that Roser destroying Julian. Roser, I know Roser has
Minon
farmed
Fury.
enough. And Minion Fury is coming from Minotaur one more time. And Roser is right behind there. One wrong move from Team Domination, Roser could just end the game right now.
Okay, that was quite a miscommunication right there.
Look
But
at that
again,
again.
he got the kill on the bottom lane. Roger got the kill, and maybe there is
Double
another
kill
double
again.
kill on
Okay, that's,
Super L.
yeah, technically it's a triple kill, and Roger is not stopping here. Roger has
Mhm.
6 kills, and that is more than half the kills team poor by poor already have. And if we are gonna talk about the farm, Roger is just a lot way more higher than you can think. Roger can
Yep.
literally eat you up right now. And if you are, and technically if you are speaking Florin in the early game, don't have much heal as well, so Roger can just delete you from the game right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Florine's Hill is about, like, it does not, like, the bloom, the Florine's Ultimate, it does cut off the anti-healing for a while, 2 seconds, but at the same time, that is going to be pretty annoying to use up Florine's Ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in, a grave situation. There goes that last sanity used up. Maybe there was a Minion Fury used up, but okay, though the Minion Fury was not used right now. Minion Fury used on perfect timing, and Suicide Boy has been taken down. Minotaur taking down Super X right there, and trying to go for another kill. We can see that Julian taking down Nana's passive Molina, and there goes Harith right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on that backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of
Look at
that
that Rosa instantly
Julian and
melting Harry.
Roger. God-like on that Harriet skill, but he gets shut down by the hands of Angelo, and Angelo gets a double kill. And
Now I
maybe
think
this
this will
is
be the turning point of Team Domination. They are just without wasting any of their time. Domination are straight going and melt the Lord right there. And with the help of this Lord, now I think this is the time. This is the moment Team Domination is waiting for. Now they have the perfect time to come back in this match up right now.
Yep, there was a heavy gold lead by Team Poor by
Yeah, I
Poor
thought,
till
yeah,
now.
I thought Roger could end the game right there because the damage coming from Roger was a lot more. Have you seen Harry? It was almost full HP. Roger just one slap Harry and he was demolished right there.
Yes, it was insane amount of damage coming from Harriet, right? Sorry, Roger, right there. That like in pounds have to look out for. I mean, in the team fight, even though Harriet might be sustainable, Roger is invincible. He cannot be touched with that like in pounds being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up because with the basic attack you can get the okay Minon Fury used up. There goes that penalty zone just to be escaping, but did not escape. Super L taking down Minotaur right there. Lord marching on to that second tier turret off the top lane. And Bloom also used up already. Two of the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will be
down.
instantly melted. Okay, Roger, look at that. Roger is just going and get melted in the
Oh
face right
no.
now. Team
Oh no.
Domination. Just that was a clean comeback. From the early game to the mid game, Poor by Poor has their hands on the map.
Oh
They were
no.
dominating the map, but little mistake from them, and it is all over. And I only thought Team Domination has taken the Lord. I think they could have just taken the inhibitor torrent of every single lane, and with the next Lord, they could have just win the match. But no,
They went for it.
instant victory, no caps. They just went straight for the tower and
Yep.
take their dubs.
They said, this is ours, so we are snatching it. They literally snatched the win that was coming for the team Poor by Poor. I mean, I hope that Poor by Poor stayed a little longer in the tournament because they had a really good name, Poor by Poor, that was really catchy. But at the same time, Team Domination, they literally justified their name. They justified why they are the Dominators or the Domination Squad. They literally did that. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
the Roger, the damage outcome of Roger, that is going to be really scary at the late game. You even said that, like Roger, when having the late game damage, or let's say even in the itemization, proper itemization,
Yeah,
Roger is going to disarm.
look at the farm of the Roser right there. You
Mhm.
can see how much of fat Roser already was.
Yep, look at the team fight participation from the side of team 4 by 4. I mean, Terisla was barely in any team fights because he was like maybe ganked up too much. I guess he was solo that he had the solo deaths a little bit, but at the same time, from the side of team 4 by 4, they had a really good amount of team fights, or and the participation were really good as well. But the only thing that concerned me the most is like the team 4 by 4, they had the late game they wanted, but at the same time, they didn't have that mid game strategy, early to mid game strategy. But whereas Team
Yeah,
Domination, they had a
they just
full plan.
lost all their balance in an
They
instant.
had a full plan. Team Domination, they had the early game
Yeah,
for the early to mid game Julian.
and
For late game, there is Harith.
yeah, and yeah, if they just have hold a little bit longer and let game has just started, poor by
Mhm.
poor might actually have the chance to win because look at the Masa right there. Nana, we are not gonna talk about the Rosa because we already knew how much deadly that wolf really was from the early game. But
Mhm.
domination, they just came and they
Dominated.
just said One sentence,
Domination.
our name says all.
Yep, they literally said, Domination, we got this. And they literally proved the audience that they are literally the dominators of the game. And I loved how Team Domination worked. There was a lack of communication, somewhat I saw in the 4x4 as well. In the bottom lane when the Roger took down Julian, there was an instant, another engagement in a way from the side of Minotaur, but he didn't call out for the help, which I expected him to do. Because whenever you are going to be an initiator in any of the fights, then you have to be, uh, voluntarily calling out or like giving the short calls. Especially Romer are known for giving the short calls, so he had to give the short call, but he did not, and that was, I guess, the missing puzzle that they had to solve, Team 4x4. And if only they had that one piece of puzzle on the right place, maybe they had the good chance to go to the late game and even have a good comeback. Yep, that was it for the first match of today, ladies and gentlemen. We will be taking a very short break before the second game between the team SaiyanZ and Nightrose International.
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well.
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane.
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now one is helmet from his backline is swapped.
Yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be really invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So, and the sustainability adds up. But for now, the first turtle is up with the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from...
It's pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther, much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set, but at the same time the Angelos is invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So, and the sustainability adds up, because much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set, but at the same time the Angelos, whereas team 4x4, they have each and every hero has quite a bit of crowd control except for carry, so that is going to be really annoying for Esmeralda. There goes that.
The rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes targeting Mega Press. It's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from her, or a great situation. There goes that last sanity used right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on that backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant!
Press, it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from her, or a great situation. There goes that last sanity used.
The rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes targeting Mega much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set, but at the same time the Angelos is going to be pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So, and the sustainability adds up.
Yeah, and there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion to be coming from Team 4x4.
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from Team.
Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant! The rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes targeting Mega. But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from Team. Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So Team 4x4, they don't have anything to farm up right now. And Claude with another blazing do it, and I think gets the Lord, gets so much of the value.
Both the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan, the rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega. Pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther.
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creep as well. So
Both the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan, the rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega invincible. He cannot be touched with that Lycan bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up.
The rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega. Pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther. But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from 10. Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are going to see a minion PV coming from Team Poor by Poor.
Both the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. One ultimate from his... Yeah. Backline is swapped.
Yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be with the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the back line, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angelas.
Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion PV coming from Team Poor by Poor. The rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega.
Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion PV coming from Team Poor by Poor.
With the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan, look at that. Rosan is just going and get melted in the face right now.
With the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret, much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angelas with the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion PV coming from Team Poor by Poor.
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that Lycan bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up. Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the back line, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant.
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that Lycan bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up. Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angelas pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther.
The rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega kill on that Angela. There goes the Prize's Rat as well, starting Eagle.
The rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther. With the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angelas with the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. The rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes Targeting and Mega invincible. He cannot be touched with that Lycan bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up with both the members trying to defend the top lane into the turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a great situation. There goes that last sanity used. It's pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther.
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So
Both the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. Zelda, one ultimate from his backline is swapped.
It's easy to swap, but at the same time she might be much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creep as well. So
whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a great situation. There goes that last sanity used. It's pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from. Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of
look at
that.
that Rosan instant.
Julie.
Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see minion PV coming from team Poor by Poor.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's position was quite good for giving the vision. Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or
The rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
yep, there goes Dar getting a mega. But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from Terizla. Terizla is pretty much very low SP, but he has...
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both...
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that lightning bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up. It's going to be pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a great situation. There goes that last sanity used up. It's going to be pretty annoying.
SaiyanZ.
Okay, welcome back, you guys, to the first ever MLBB Oceania Championship, which is organized by 69 Gaming, and our partner is OCC Australia. So once again, we are back with a thrilling and exciting match, which is going to be between the team SaiyanZ and the team Nightrose International.
So we are gonna go directly into the draft phase, but let me remind you again, if you guys have watched the game number 1 between Poor by Poor and Team Domination, that was the second game was a heck of a match. You guys should not have missed. If you have already missed, there is no problem. You can always go back to the live and watch that match again. I feel like doing that. Rosan, do you feel like doing that too?
Yeah, obviously, whenever I miss a match, I always want to go and have a look what happened, because that's the most exciting part about the, having a live. And
And talk about the comeback we
yeah,
just witnessed. The
mhm,
I don't know whatever the early game and the mid game was. Team Poor by Poor has made such a beautiful building, but a pillar of the base just collapsed. The entire building fell down, and you know what happened.
yep, the destruction, domination, demolishment, everything took place right there in the first match. You guys may want to go and have a recap on that match. But now we are here in the second match, which is going to be, let's put on the spotlight on the team SaiyanZ and team Nightrose International. What do you think of the draft so far, Hydro?
So I'm gonna talk about the fact Team Nightrose International, they may have missed the ban right there? Because I'm seeing a blank spot in the ban slot right there. I'm seeing the Masa ban, which is good. Masa
Yeah.
is a kind of hero you have to ban, otherwise you know the late game that cute little kitten will become the tiger, will slap the hell out of you, and will just eliminate you in the land of dawn. And in the side of Team SaiyanZ, I'm gonna see Ling and Harith being banned. And what I really mm, I'm gonna see that. Look at that team, Nightrose International. I think they have missed the ban spot, and I think that will be gonna hit them hard because not banning a hero, maybe it may be advantageous to you, but if you miss the opportunity, that may counter you as well.
I guess it was quite of a strategic move
Yeah, I
as
do that.
well. Like,
I do that in the rank all of the time. I just don't
yeah.
ban. I don't ban, and a single slot is open, and we have three heroes, three meta heroes, and we can pick anything we want. If opponent pick that, we can pick counter, and if the opponent don't pick that, we can pick that hero and counter the opponent. It's just kind of a win-win situation, but it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, but I prefer, the that kind of a draft to do whenever I have the second pick. My team has a second pick because if I have the second pick or my team has a second pick, then I have the opportunity to get two of the heroes, which are the or let's say kind of like a meta hero or one counter and one meta. That's kind of a strategy that I want to build up whenever I have the second pick. But whenever there is a first pick in my team, I do not prefer that. I do not prefer the not batting strategy because that's going to be the bullet on my foot. So that can be, quite hindering thing to my team instead of the strategic move. But let's put that aside for now and move on to the draft once again. Looking at the draft from Team Nightrose International, that looks pretty good, decent amount of damage and sustainability, but a really tricky draft here because, they have the four magic damage dealers, Kaja, Mathilda, Nathan, and Esmeralda, and it's very
I think
confusing,
you
like which
mean.
is going.
I think that is all five magic damage. I don't think Nathan will be dealing physical damage or any.
I
Okay,
see.
sorry.
Fedrin is
Yeah,
a
okay.
physical damage, so
Fedrin will be providing a great CC, and I think Nathan will be the one to Gatling gun enemy from behind.
that
And
could be the
yeah,
strategy. But looking at
yeah,
the lineup from Team SaiyanZ, they
it's
have a
kind of a
really
Among Us
balanced.
situation. Yeah, like
I guess.
Team Nitrous International, we can see there is an imposter among them, that is Fedrin, not dealing the magic damage. I think
Okay.
Fedrin should go magic build. I don't care what you guys think. Forget about the tanky build. Let's just prove that Fedrin is not the imposter, but focus on the team picks of Team Science as well. We can see Moscow, Yuzong, Vexena, Minator, and important of them all, the tanky turtle Baxia.
Yep, the Bakshia is going to be really handy in this game for Team Science because Bakshia has the ability to rotate quite fast. He has a decent amount of damage and he has a natural anti-heal, so he does not have to go for the Dominance Ice, which is obviously is going to be one of the core items for whenever you play a tanky jungler. And a really good strategy going with the Kaja being the pick off composition and Mathilda following up with heavy damage. I mean, Mathilda has a decent amount of damage if you have not noticed. Marksmen and mages get taken down easily by the damage of Mathilda, even though she is in a
And yes,
support
the
emblem.
matter of fact, they have taken Kaza. Kaza's ultimate can easily counter Minator if used properly. So, team Minator should be looking to forward to that as well, because we
Yeah.
can see there Kaza has flicker, so it can directly flicker towards the Minator and suppress him and cancel his ult.
Yeah, Minotaur already in a risky position, but he has to flicker out from that situation for now. And we can see Baxia with a sealed unity coming up for supporting, or let's say letting his tank survive for now. And we can see maybe already we are on the 20 around seconds. Okay, no, it's almost 17 seconds for now to Turtle be spawned. So that means we are going to see a gank in the EXP. And this is going to be a fight because, I mean, they're all
Yeah,
prepared
and I
for the
really,
counter.
really respect the Baxia pick, because though Baxia is a tank, Though Baksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals, he can literally melt any creeps he wants. And he's a tank, but he deals damage more than assassin. Okay, look
Oh,
at that. Retribution comes from Fredrin, instantly taking the turtle but sacrificing his own
yeah.
life.
Mhm.
So that is not a good trade, I will say, because taking the turtle and sacrificing your whole team, that is kind of bad. We can see three people being eliminated instantly after taking the turtle, and that was a very, very bad trade. Team SaiyanZ has the upper hand in the early game right now. Team SaiyanZ, I can see already they might have missed the turtle, but Team SaiyanZ, they did not let that turtle being missed go to the van. They eliminated the three players. They take back what they just lost. They even took the blue buff of Fredrin, which means Team Nightrose International now has the farm gap, and the early game is slowly going in the hands of Team SaiyanZ.
Yeah, I didn't expect the Esmeralda to quite be a lackluster against Yuzong, you know. It is quite a good hero to go against tanky heroes as well, Esmeralda. There was a good flicker, escape from Vexana, right? Sorry. Yes, Vexana right there from that Mathilda's circling eagle. So that means he did not kind of quite bounce off anyone. So that means he has a heavy cooldown on that circling eagle, which may be handy in the next team fight. But at the same time, the flicker has been wasted by Vexana as well. So that could be another problem for them. And bottom lane being ganked right there, and also Mathilda and Kaja are trying to go in for the support. Bakshia and that Vexana are being quite cunning and hiding in the bush. But right now, Baksha Shield Unity, there goes into Lagat. Midon Fury has been popped off. Double knockoff. There goes that Disperse Stomp as well. Super Am is going to take down that kill. And also, double kill coming in from that Baksha, trying to go for that Mathilda. Retribution used up to slow down Mathilda,
And look
trying
at
to
that
use
Moscow
that.
going ham over the teams. There is no one stopping Moscow, and that was a really, really good synergy coming from Team SaiyanZ. I was not expecting the demolishment from the team so early in the game. That is only just 5 minutes into the game, and we can already see Team SaiyanZ taking over the map.
Team Science Z, they're already being a little ahead in the gold as well. Not little, that's a massive gold lead in the first 4 minutes. That's 3K gold lead. So that is going to add a much more pressure to the team, Nightrose International. Or maybe, they might be able to come back, but at the same time, they do not have that enough resources. I don't know why, but looking at the Nightrose draft, that is quite, it's missing some puzzles. It's missing something that it's like they have double supporting heroes. They have almost like a negligible amount of damage, just Nathan being the main core damage dealer. But at the same time, they maybe this could be the strategy that Nathan is the only core damage, so save Nathan and Nathan is going to demolish the whole team. That could be the strategy. But there was a retribution battle right there, but unfortunately, Bedrin could not take the purple buff right there. Bakshia took the purple buff. Obviously, he's in heavy level, so that means he has more of that retribution damage dealing. So yes,
Yeah,
with that,
and yeah, some I'm having a gut feeling that if Team Nightrose International just took out the Moscow by any chance, there is a high probability that they are gonna win the team fight.
I guess that could be the strategy, but at the same time, they have the Vixana and also even Bakshia deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vixana, have the itemization, proper itemizations, he can even melt down tanky heroes. There was that beautiful, beautiful Divine Justice used up right there, but the Phaedron is the one to fall down. There goes his Spear of Destruction, and Phaedron has, Minotaur has been taken down, and Gaza also getting taken down. The pops, their pops up that Flaxifo is a passive. But Nathan also getting taken down by the hands of Super Spidey, I guess. Super
For
Slowly, I guess.
MZ, and look at that Moscow. There is no one stopping it. He is just behind the Eternal Guard, and if there is no Eternal Guard, Moscow is just behind the Baksha. No one can literally target him easily, which means the amount of damage he will be dealing will be a lot more to handle for Team Nightrose International. So they must look forward to taking down that Moscow. I think Kaza should target that Moscow and Nathan should melt that if they want to win the team fight, because Moscow dances and his damage will be a lot. But look at that, he's
Oh,
again going on a killing spree. There is no one stopping. Look at the double kill coming from Moskov. He is just unkillable right now. No one can catch him
yep,
right now.
he is on that spree of killing anyone he sees right now. His damage is enough, and we saw how much his damage took down chunky heroes as well. So that is going to be really, really threatful for the side of team Nightrose. And again, if they somehow manage to take down Moscow, they still team SaiyanZ. They still have that Vexana to utilize for the damage, and even Yuzong and Baxia deal a decent amount of damage, like I said. And that's the only thing I guess the team team Night Rose are lacking. They don't have the enough amount of damage coming in. Even though Esmeralda can totally go in for that damage build, she might be a little lacking on the sustainability, which might cause a lot of trouble for her to go against any of the heroes from the side of team SaiyanZ. So they have to be really cautious about what build to use and how to manipulate the game in their hands. So if that's what Team Nitros are capable of, then maybe they have the upper hand in the game.
And I really think that Team Nightrose International.
Oh,
Just look at that Nathan just going ham over and taking out the Moscow. Like I already said, there is a one for one trade, but I think the trade that literally Nightrose International just did was a lot more than the elimination team Science Z just took out, because Moscow was the main threat and he just got eliminated, which means Team Nitrose International, they have now the boost to kind of farm up back and give a little bit
oh,
of hurdle to. And look at that.
oh! That's a beautiful escape with that flicker, and a Fraser's Wrath has been escaped Black Dragon farm, and
And
Veteran gets
Fredrin has
taken
been
down.
taken down, yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was a beautiful escape by Vexana. Like, the
and that, yeah, they
perfectly
just
timing.
outplayed the Fredrin and Fredrin got eliminated. Can you believe that? The amount of reaction time you should have to get out of that crucial situation and even kill the enemy.
Yep. Yep. I mean, he dived in, and he kind of like tried to sustain more damage, but that became his inner saboteur right there, and he got taken down right there. And the lane pressure with the Lord being in the hands of Team SaiyanZ, Team Nitros might be the good night for them.
And the gangs coming from teams SaiyanZ, they are just invading the things right now. They are seeing, they are taking, they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the turtle. I didn't see that, but still, the
It was a
invade just
Lord.
yeah. Oh, sorry. They might have taken the lord, and they even took the invade. They just took the blue buff. They took the second tier torrent. They took the inhibitor torrent. Now they are charging for the base. Team Night Road International. They are lacking the amount of defenders. Only one hero, that is Nathan. If Nathan got taken down, this Lord will be unstoppable. Esmeralda can't do anything because of that Moscow.
Oscar.
Yeah, and Team Super Team Science Z.
Okay, there goes that internal guard popped off, and also heavy damage coming in from that
Three people
Rosan
down, we
getting
can
two
see
kills
already,
right
and
there.
Moskov is unstoppable. There is no one stopping this push. Team Science 8 will be taking game number 1.
Yep, that was a total, in a way, the first game recap kind of thing. In the first match also, they had the team Pour by Pour and Domination go against each other, and Team Domination showed their domination, and Team Science this time around showed the domination towards Team Night Rose International. I mean, they had quite a lot of meta heroes, if I have to be honest, but at the same time, they did not focus on how to manipulate those heroes on their hand, or let's say how can we form a good lineup using these heroes that they have picked. I mean, Esmeralda could have been a good fit for the mid lane, or Kaja could have just gone for the EXP lane, and Mathilda could have gone for the roaming position, which I guess she did. But at the same time, it is quite a risky move to have so many frontliners and sustainable and supporting character and just one damage dealer, a core damage dealer, and not being able to protect that core damage dealers as well. Because the ganking from the side of Team SaiyanZ onto that Nathan was really good,
They were
and yes,
just
they got the
straight up
result.
forward targeting Nathan. They were just
Yeah,
ignoring everyone. They just went straight. Oh, there is Nathan. Just attack all. And
yeah. They
Moskov
literally
from the
said like
behind.
They
Yeah,
literally
like
said like that's the only meat that we want. That's the only meat. Nothing
yeah.
else.
The frontliners were focusing and in the Nathan, whereas Moskov was focusing on the frontliners of Team Nightrose International.
Exactly.
Nobody could stop that Moscow. We were just freeboard. And
Hmm.
did you know that Moscow was going critical build rather than attack speed build?
Yep, I saw that
And
too. Like,
yeah, and critical build actually work against the squishy heroes, whereas attack speed work good with the tanky heroes. But Moscow was so fed up, no one could literally catch him or directly counter the Moscow, that even the critical build from Moscow was a lot for Team Nitrose to handle.
yeah, I'd say like the critical build was, as you said, the squishy heroes are quite vulnerable to the critical build. But
Yeah,
yes, the team Night Rose International, they had that squishy lineup. I mean, Esmeralda, what can she do? Nothing. When in the without the itemization,
yeah.
also all of the rest of the heroes were pretty squishy, and just the Fredrin was the only thing that I guess Moskov didn't want to go up against, and he didn't go against Fredrin that much as well. That was also noticeable, and instead he was always targeting Mathilda or Nathan most of the time. And other than that, when he was totally fed up or totally fed, let's say not fed up, fed, and totally fat enough to destroy anyone who came in his way, he went for the Esmeralda as well.
So like we all said, if you fed the marksman will be taking you to victory. And
Yep.
with that, that's all for the first game. But this is a best of three, so anything can happen. And we can always expect a comeback from the teams, or we can always expect a clean sweep from a team. So, what will happen? We will be knowing in this game number two. So, without any further ado, shall we go into the draft phase of game number two between Team SaiyanZ and Team Nitrose International?
Yep. But already they have banned the Florine team. The SaiyanZ, I guess, I don't know, maybe they are not trying to let them have the composition of tanky frontliner this time around for the side of team Nightmare International, or that could be a respect ban again. And Ling also banned, that is quite interesting. Ling has been buffed, that is right, it is a good hero, but at the same time, it, uh, I mean, like, it can be countered by just Vexana. Ling can be countered by Vexana or
I
even
don't know
Akai
why
being
I'm
in
seeing a
jungle.
lot of Ling band right now, because if I play rank and the first thing I see is the Ling being banned. I don't know. I play solo, duo, trio, five man. I play all of the modes, but every single mode I see Ling is being banned. And once Ling is being picked, we pick the counter hero for Ling, but still he is just coming. He's just conquering us, escaping.
I mean, it's all about the utilization of how you're using the hero, right? So maybe the Ling which you faced up against, or even the any Ling player in the world who are not learning but are in a professional level, they can easily counter their counter. So maybe that's the reason why it
Yeah,
was
I
quite
mean,
a
you should respect the Tempest of Blade. He just sing, and he just Tempest of, when you are hit with Tempest of Blade, you are airborne.
yeah, in
And
the circle
good,
area, just the
yeah,
circle area.
and the good players will use all of their sword when you are airborne and they already would have escaped and you are still airborne.
Yeah, I mean, like they have that fast hand capacity. I would say the flash hand instead.
And
You
yeah,
know,
good device and good internet as well. That is the main reason.
That's the main. Yes, that's the main. I mean, obviously, we need a really good device to have that smooth projection of each and every skills and a good internet speed to kind of collect those words without any flaw. It was like
And
literally.
let me remind you something. When I first played in a good device, I mean, my device is kind of average device, but
Mhm.
when I played in a great device, one of the best
Dead
device,
patient is a good
the
patient.
frame rate were so high, the heroes were going so smoothly that my brain was not able to calculate what was happening.
Hydro. Hydro, I'll say the same thing. I mean, like, my brain was not braining. Like, literally,
Yeah.
while I play in my device, it's a totally different thing. And when I play
Yes.
in a little bit of, a gaming phone, if I have to be honest, whenever I
Yeah.
play in a gaming phone, it's like, wow, wow. They literally have this
I
type
was
of phone. I'm
I
like
was
literally
not
shocked.
even touching the screen. I was just thinking of touching the screen and the game has already moved.
Mhm.
You can just imagine how smooth that really goes. I mean, you are one but the perk of being a player from a bad device is when you upgrade to a good device, you just become a god tier player.
Yeah, that's like a really honest and not just honest. I mean, like, that's a real fact that happens. I mean, I have been in that position. But now, moving on to the draft, enough talk about our personal
Yeah,
experiences.
yeah.
Let's see what their team have drafted so far. And team SaiyanZ, I mean, they again are looking
No
quite stronger
protection from
compared
the
to Team
rain.
Nightmare. Sorry, Nightrose. And I keep can get confusing with this night word. It's Nightrose International. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, and especially sorry to the squad themselves, Nightrose International. I'm really sorry, my
Yeah, I
tongue
mean, like
slipped.
their name literally matches up with the squad and players from our place as well. So I'm being confused so much as well. So I think we will be having a little bit of time to get the habit of them.
Adjust.
But yeah, but for now, we can adjust. I know you can adjust as well. So, but what we need to adjust is the fact we can see a god from there and a Kai. So, are we expecting a heavy pin down, and the mystic gods melt from?
I say we are going to see a flying Beyblade or flying Panda this time around. I mean, like, that's going to be a really good strategy to follow. And even
Yeah,
flying Mr. Gust is also a thing right now. I mean, you
yeah.
can literally use the
I
Mr.
mean,
Gust.
you are just running away from a team fight. Then you suddenly see a panda spinning and coming towards you by the air, and
Yeah,
instantly pins you down. And all of the
you're
four
gone.
people, yeah, all of the four people come down from the bank, and you are just in the base waiting for you to respawn.
Yeah. You're just in the resurrection room to be respawned once again, but now we are in the land of dawn already once again. Looking at this lineup, what do you think, Hydra, so far? Which team's lineup do you prefer?
Team Nightrose International will be having a little bit of more pressure in comparison to Team SaiyanZ, because if they lose this one, they will be demoted, and Team SaiyanZ will be promoted round. So Team Nightrose International, they must be buckle up right now, and they must play really well to go to a tiebreaker. And yeah, I only hope that I'm gonna see a really good team fight in this match and not so early domination like before.
Yep, I mean, I expect that too, but looking at the lineup so far, I mean, Tigreal's counter, Akai is there, Baksha is there for the counter of Esmeralda. They have like counters of each other at this point, so that is going to be quite tricky to deal with for both of them. And yes, let's hope for the best for both of the teams.
But for now, we are expecting something like a huge comeback, because I know team SaiyanZ, the heroes team SaiyanZ has picked are directly countered by the heroes team Nightrose International have picked. So this is kind of tricky. If Team SaiyanZ managed to win this match, uh, it will really affect my sense of gaming, because direct counter, you are facing up against your direct counter and you are winning against them. So just imagine the level of confidence, level of motivation you will be getting from that.
Yep, and the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn already, so let's see who is going to take the first turtle. And so far, we can see that Yuzong
I
is
think
trying to
Akai,
kind of
yeah,
like,
I think Akai will just heavy spin and zone out everyone, take the turtle.
yeah, that could be a possibility. But let's see, Retribution Battle is
Look
there,
at
and
that! I already
Akai,
told.
the
Season coming from
prediction of
Akai.
Dom. Mhm.
Yeah,
25
easily.
combo. Akai might be in a really threatful situation right there. There goes that guiding wind. Mr. Gust has been used up right there, but unfortunately, no one to be taken down. Esmeralda is there to support their allies, but we can see there is a Turtle's Potion used up. Fierce Dive used up onto that Esmeralda. Trying to dive in. That was a
Okay.
beautiful implosion coming in Zaman Force and dashing onto that tawny
I was
boy.
I was not expecting that Tigreal to go that aggressive and the Harith coming from behind to support the team. That was a good chemistry between SaiyanZ.
And Harry took the purple buff. That's a plus. I mean, that's going to be a much more advantage for them. And Team SaiyanZ, I mean, yes, they are going to face a lot of trouble this time around. I mean, sorry, not Team
Uh,
SaiyanZ, Team Night
yeah, I
Rose.
mean Team Nightrose has the hero that literally counters Team SaiyanZ, but still, then this would be a big thing for them.
Yep, in the bottom lane, there goes that Yuzong being taken down by, I guess, maybe Mr. Gust by Kuro. That was impressive as well. And for top lane, okay, there comes the gank, but that beautiful escape with a Purify used up. Akai using that heavy spin, trying to pin down, or let's say move the Hearth
That was a
out of the.
that was a really nice heavy spin, to be honest. Akai could have just pinned down and Rosa would have taken down, but that was a tower dive and not nice
I
to
mean,
take it.
Purify, beautiful timing of the Purify was also there.
Yeah, but still, pin down was happening, and we can see the second turtle is coming in the land of dawn, and it will be spawned in the 5 seconds. And we are expecting a big team fight. I can feel a big team fight coming right now. Baksha has gone to invade the blue buff. Akai is there. Akai did not manage to take blue buff. Eternal Guard will be coming from Xena, and Esmeralda will be going down. No retribution will. This means
Without
Baksha.
retribution, between retribution holders, with no retribution, Vexana managed to take that purple buff. That was amazing right there. But
Yeah.
Akai did not have that heavy spin. By
Okay, look
now,
at
he
that.
has a heavy
And
spin, and with
yeah,
that, he
though
gets
he
the
though he
turtle.
lost his blue buff, but he managed to take the bigger thing right now. He just managed to take the turtle, which is a lot more advantageous to the team, more
That
than blue
adds
buff.
so
Because
much value.
yeah, okay, does not exactly need the blue buff, to be honest, and match has already started and we are in the verge of mid game.
Mhm.
So Akai not taking the blue buff and losing the blue buff and taking the turtle is counted more than just taking the blue buff.
Yep, even the gold lead we can see is still in the hands of Team Nightrose International compared to Team SaiyanZ. So, okay, Flicker and Implosion beautifully connecting, but here goes that internal guard used up in the bottom side, and there comes some Mystic Gust to use up. You know, really low HP, Vexana trying to escape, and also Bactia Shield Unity goes in with the heavy spin trying to go, and so super slow has been taken down, and also Esmeralda getting taken down, dealing some damage, but in a really low HP, Akai manages to escape from the grasp of Hearth.
Yeah, that was a really close call, and you can notice only Rosa was 50% HP and God was only full HP. Rest of them were 1 HP, and I think Esmeralda was eliminated. So that was kind of a turning point for Team SaiyanZ, but Team Nightrose International managed to escape, which means they still have the map control. They will be dominating the map for now.
Team Nightrose International, I guess they took the first game as okay, we are going to test this team, how much of effective they are, and that's why they formed that lineup. But this time around, they are not fooling around. They are going in and trying to
Yeah,
take this. And Akai, beautiful heavy spin pin down. There comes that internal guard, Mystic Ghost also
Mystic
used
Dog.
up. Elgin getting taken down. Circling Eagle has been used up. Just onto that Tigreal, there comes Fierce Dive, and a really low HP that Mathilda manages to escape.
And I was just talking about the fact that the guy and Spin and Mystic God's combination will be hitting someone, and we can see our first casualties, and that will be Vexena. But Vexena is really squishy comparison to Yuzong, Tigreal, and Baxia. So
Mhm.
only the Mystic Ghost part can easily destroy Vexena, isn't it?
Yup, that's it. And we can see how it that Zaman Force rightly starts some damage and Xingfei has been taken
So
down right there.
see, Harry is being the win condition for Team SaiyanZ right now. So if they manage to take out Harry, big wickets for Team Nightrose International. But for
Beautiful
now, look
implosion
at
tearing
that
5%.
internal guard. Also, that was a really nice initiation, implosion, and that eternal guard. And for the bonus, we can see
Oh,
now.
Mr. Ghost
Okay,
have
God, look at that.
seen.
And look at that Akai just pushing the Yuzong towards the torrent. Yuzong was just sitting duck right there. He just went using his dragon form just to take out the god, but instead he got eliminated.
Yep, that was quite a risky move, I'd say. I mean, like, trying to take down one, and Harith manages to take down that Roger right there,
Roger as well.
terrified. You can see the top lane individual, first tier turret might be in a problematic situation or in the birth of taking down, but okay, it survives for now.
And if we are gonna just talk about the fact Nitrous International has the map control right now, I wouldn't be
Oh,
shocked that okay, look at that. Okay, that was a really an implosion from the Tigreal, but he got melted by the Mystic Gods and had is just going ham.
Esmeralda.
And look at that, Akai with that
Oh,
heavy spin. Team Nitrous International is not joking in this match. They are just going ham over. I mean, there were a lot of time that they could
internal
actually hit
guard.
counter.
Taking down that Mathilda right there. Maybe a reverse counter here, but
Okay,
Elgin is
God.
getting taken down. Gord has been taken down by the hands of Sleeper solely, and maybe trying to go in for that Esmeralda, because Esmeralda could be a very juicy target right now. Petrified, and Esmeralda getting taken down again by the Super solely, and Roger is here to give the follow-up maybe for the Lord fight.
So we can see Mathilda will be taking the Lord and Akai. Akai is there. Akai is using his MP. Akai is just zoning out everybody, but Akai is using already. Okay, that Lord literally helped.
What? In
That's
between two
insane.
retribution holder team SaiyanZ Tigreal managed to take that Lord. That's a
Yeah,
good thing for Team SaiyanZ.
I was expecting Akai to heavy spin everyone.
Just use up right
Retribution.
there, Esmeralda. Oh my god, he's still surviving at a very low HP. That's insane amount of sustainability coming in from Super Soli. I guess he has enough itemization to sustain the damage coming in from
And I
two of
think I
the heavy
think this
damage
is the
dealers.
turning point for Team Super Science 8. Team Science 8. They just took the Lord. They just sustained the team fight, and now I think they are gonna focus the T2 turrets of every single lane, and most probably the inhibitor turrets.
Yes, tier 2 turret is going to be really handy. And look at them, like they are not trying to focus on the tier 2 turret right now. Like literally, I mean, the Lord right now. Oh, Black Dragon form defensively used up. I guess there was a beautiful implosion coming with that internal god. For now, Mysticus has been used up with that Zaman force coming in. LGN managed taking that triple kill onto his ad and going to for Maniac, but Super MJ is not going to give that Maniac to him. That's really shady of him right there, but the Lord is still up and the minion wave pressure is on the hands of Team SaiyanZ, so they have a really good chance of ending it right here.
No, I think they won't be ending it because Mathilda and the rest of the people are gonna spawn. But what they really can do is they can just push a little bit and take out the inhibitor torrent of any single lane, which will help them a lot to push later.
Yeah, they already took down the passive of the first, the inhibitor turret of mid lane and the top lane and also the bottom lane. And the next wave, maybe they can utilize it to kind of like, force in a little bit more to get the inhibitor turret. But yes, they decided to retreat for now. Obviously, in lack of their setter, Tigreal, they could not risk it all. But yes, Team Nightrose International, the upper hand they had, it has completely gone into the hands of Team um, SaiyanZ by now.
Yeah, just imagine you are countering the hero that you are afraid of.
Oh, and Harith already made that holy crystal. I mean, that is going to deal a lot of damage. That Harith is going to be a pain in the neck for the
Every
team.
single basic attack of Harith will be hitting like a truck.
Yep.
And
Obviously, it looks really soft and subtle, that Harith's basic attack, but the
and just
punch
smooth
you
as
get.
well. You will just feel that something really smooth is happening to you, but instead you just you are just a
Yeah, it feels like a cotton, but at the
yeah,
same
like.
time, the cotton is on fire.
And matter of fact, Harith has purified. There is
Mhm.
not actually any hero that directly pinned down Harith, and Harith has not used his purify till now. So in this Lord fight, Harith can be a crucial hero to help his team win the team fight. Akai is there. Akai is also his team to zone out and reduce and take that Lord. But team Science they are ready for that Akai as well. They are just waiting the Lord. They are just waiting for the opponent to make the mistake. And are we
Mhm.
gonna see the mistake, or we are gonna see a heck of a team fight right now?
I don't know about the mistakes, but we can already see the heavy spin used up a little bit too much early because the retribution battle was not still to happen. We can see beautiful
Okay,
implosion, and that was a
Rosan.
beautiful sacred hammer. Saman Force coming
Oh,
in,
look at
and
that Harry.
Ilzin taking that double kill with the Black Dragon form, trying to go in for the
Triple
back line.
kill
Super
coming
Simply is
from
going to take down that Lord, and we can see going in for that Vexana, and there goes Team SaiyanZ. They're taking the upper hand once again.
one single shot from Harry. You can see three people instantly melting on the spot. Tigreal was just waiting for that heavy spin, and as soon
Oh,
as
God.
Akai used its heavy spin, Tigreal just went ahead, flicker implosion, elimination coming down, and we can see Team SaiyanZ focusing
Oh,
on the tower.
okay,
And are
okay.
they gonna commit to the tower, or are they gonna let that Lord just go? Okay, they have just taken the top lane and the mid lane, but they will not be focusing on the base, so the match is extended a little bit. But
Okay, so I mean, like, I thought, like, maybe bottom lane inhibitor turret would be a better option looking at the resurrection time of all of the members from the side of Team Nightrose International. For Team ScienceZ, they could have just gone for the inhibitor turret so that they do not have to look out for the turrets being pushed forward, but now they have to still look out for the far lane. Not the far lane because the Lord is going to be on the same lane, so they have to look out for the lanes, or the bottom lane is still, because the inhibitor turret is still standing of the Team Nitrose International. So that is going to be a problem. Mystic Gust and melting down that Yuzong, maybe he does not have the Black Dragon form, but the Esmeralda's damage is going to be enough to take him down for now. And we can see that Vixana was quite a little bit like trying to help his teammate, but not on time.
so one people down from Team Science Z, so that will be affecting a lot in this Lord fight because this will be respawning in 20 seconds, whereas Lord. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
sorry. Okay, we can see a good team fight right now. Mystic
Mystic
Gauss coming
Gust.
from and instantly melting the Pasha. Okay, let me see the itemization on God. God is almost finished with his build. Now a single Mystic God can easily melt down Harith and Vexena and will be dealing a lot of damage to the tanks.
But here's the catch. I mean, if Harith manages to pull off, I mean, he has continuous dashes, so
Yeah.
God is going to have a little bit of hard time to direct his Mystic Gust because it only goes in
So
a one
the
direction.
position of the god
Mhm.
really matters a lot right now. One
Yeah.
wrong position, god goes down, and we can
Oh!
see the fall of Team Nightrose International. Just like that, the way Esmeralda went down, team fight will be a little bit tough for Team Nitrose International in the upcoming minute, where the Lord will be spawning in 10 seconds, but Esmeralda will be spawning in 20. Esmeralda was a hero that can counter Harith, but
Mhm.
the absence of Esmeralda now will affect a lot, as Harith will be dancing freely to his shield and dealing a lot of damage throughout the players.
Yep, already we can see a few damages coming in with those uh, from guard, and we can see Black Dragon form used up already. Maybe they're trying to go in for the vision providing thing, but they don't see the Akai. Retribution battle, and
Okay.
Super
You
Soap
was a
will
little bit
be
late, I
taking.
guess.
The
Okay,
retribution has
okay,
been taken.
yeah, okay,
Oh,
could
there
have
comes
taken
their
a lot. Mystic gods coming from the god, but god will be
internal
going
card. Harith
down.
has been taken down. Kuro is also getting taken down on the backline. We can see Elzin also getting taken down right there by the hands of that Akai, and in a really low HP. Sony also, sorry, the Tigreal also getting taken down, and we can see Baksha trying to go in and take some kills, or maybe just to push forward, but he's the only man trying to do that, and the Lord might be waste here, but they can still go for the bottom lane. But we can see in the mid lane, they are still having a fight with Esmeralda and Yuzong being really sustainable hero, but I guess again the Lord is going in vain.
So Bakshia changes his build to the attack speed one. He could have just taken out the tower.
I don't think so. I mean, there
Yeah,
were
that is
three of the
that is
members stranding. That could be a little risky move for Bakshia to go with the attack speed item instantly, just looking at the Lord trying to go in. But Lord was not even close to the base, so that could be a rather risky move.
absence of
And
Harry. The absence of Harry.
mhm.
It hurts a lot when you actually can't be that the best. And
I'll
enjoy.
say that Esmeralda's positioning and her way, like the way she just marked onto Harith, that was impressive. That's the
Yeah,
reason why they
Esmeralda
got
is all
taken.
Esmeralda. She guys, if you can stand Esmeralda, Esmeralda has one Esmeralda and everything rest of the field is just magic field focus. And Harris don't have vengeance. So one jump from Esmeralda, Harris can literally demolish set. When
Yep.
even if Harry tried to run away using his ultimate, Esmeralda has a sprint. So Harry can't escape from Esmeralda. So he should be saved. Okay, he literally walked out from that Esmeralda, targeting Harry because if Harry goes down first in the fight, that's
Okay, so the Lord is in the bottom side of the map, but I don't know why. Are they a little bit on the top side? The team SaiyanZ. That's really confusing. But yes, I see the well positioned. Maybe they're just trying to go in when the team fight starts and, kind of like do the back sandwich thing, kind of, let's say. Harith getting a lot of damage coming in from that Esmeralda, instantly melted down just like Hydro said. Just one jump and we can
and
see
look at
there
that.
goes that
Esmeralda,
Bakshia
no
also
one
getting
stopping
melted
Esmeralda right now. Esmeralda,
down.
Esmeralda
Immortality also down. He did a really quick swap on those itemization, but he could not survive right there. There was no chance that he would survive. Only
down
if
as well.
Tigreal was there, maybe he could have survived.
So only three people are left, and Team Nightrose International are focusing on the Lord. And I don't think Team SaiyanZ will be able to take the Lord because Nightrose is all over it right now. So this will be easy Lord for Nightrose, but will they be able to take the value out of this Lord?
Oh, maybe. Okay, we can see in the bottom lane they're having a quite fight with that. I guess Esmeralda trying to dive in. Esmeralda in a really low HP will get taken down by the hands of Ailsian to use
That
up
was a
her.
lucky freeze right now. If Vexena didn't use the freeze there, I think Esmeralda could have taken Vexena out. But we can
Yep.
see huge damage coming from SaiyanZ. Nitro's international teams are getting melted one by one. And Harry, look at that. Harry is going
Damage.
ham. If Harry literally used his ult and uses two basic attack to the Roser, he will be instantly as well. Lord is coming from the top lane, so I think someone should go to defend that Lord and rest focus on
What are
the.
they doing?
I don't
Teams.
know. I think they are
Why?
planning to.
They're
I
trying
think
to
they are.
go for the base end, but I
Yeah,
don't see that happening because they are still lacking one man ahead and a heavy crowd control, and that's going to,
and
yes,
also
that's going to
the
be a really risky
also
move.
opponent has the God, and God Mystic Gods will deal heavy damage to me and instantly clearing the lanes.
That was such a rookie mistake right there. I mean, they could have just calculated how much damage potential they have and how much damage potential their counterpart have. and they could have just, like went in for trying to take down the, main damage dealer first. But they could not do that because the main damage dealer was further back and they didn't have the enough resource to kind of like pull out the main core damage dealer, which is the god, obviously. But this time around, I guess Team SaiyanZ, they did make a really bad rookie mistake right there, and that's going to be a really costly thing for them because they still have a lot of minion pressure to handle from the top lane and also the bottom lane.
So we are already into the late game. So the amount of farm and amount of uh, the level gap, nothing is gonna matter right now. The only thing that is gonna matter is
Oh,
a single mistake. Okay, has
oh,
his heavy spin. Vexena is far away from the map, and Akai is just trapped there. Esmeralda is coming down. Implosion coming from Tigreal, and Akai will be going down.
oh!
Harris will be coming and taking out Esmeralda. Yuzong is going ahead using his dragon form. But
Baxia does not have that immortality, but he has that wind
please,
of
and
sorry, that
okay,
freeze
Rosan has taken Esmeralda
mystic
away.
ghost.
The
That
last few members. Science said
okay,
HP.
bottom
They should
lane.
be
They
really,
still have
really
the minion.
careful about it.
Yes, they still have the minion pressure. Internal guard coming up just to zone out, maybe, but still, Kuro is right on point right there. Zaman Force has been used up trying to take down that Rogers, maybe that, immortality, but still, the base is up for the grabs. There was a beautiful implosion. Harith totally should be focusing on to that base instead of trying to go in for the kill, and this is a clean sweep victory once again for the second time today from the team SaiyanZ. This is the second match and also a clean sweep victory.
That was a lot going in the.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of things that happened in this match. I mean, it was a constant tug of war between the two teams. Like they had a perfect amount of
Talking
damage coming
about
in.
the mistakes, and I already told that in late game, nothing's gonna matter. Only thing that is gonna matter is the mistake your opponent will be making. And I was just talking about the mistakes, whereas Moon or Nightrose International made one, and their whole team just scattered into the pieces, which means Team SaiyanZ has won the match, and matter of fact, Team SaiyanZ has won the match against the heroes that can directly counter their picks.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like it's like if only had they not picked the draft of the first game. I mean, Team Nightrose International, they have a heavy potential. I mean, this game was insane. Like the match that I just witnessed, the game that I just witnessed from the team Nightrose International, it was a complete different kind of gameplay from the first game. So they could have just stick to this type of gameplay, this type of lineup, rather than going in out of box kind of thing. That did not and does not pay off well. But yes, what happened had to happen, and right now we can see Team SaiyanZ with a clean sweep victory in their hand.
So I think Team SaiyanZ should be really, really happy and a burst of motivation in their face, because just imagine winning against the team that has literally heroes that can completely counter your picks. But a single mistake from them cost them the entire match, and tables have turned literally so quick that a mistake, after just making they just made a mistake 1 minute after the match is ended.
Yep. This is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the first two matches of our first Oceania Championship. And, it was both clean sweep victory. I wish we had witnessed some best of three matches. I mean, the second match, I mean, it has a huge potential of going the best of three if only Team Nitrous International, they did not have the first game
And
draft.
yeah, you shall have noticed that both teams' second game could have gone to the best of three, but they just
Mm-hmm.
come back it
Exactly.
at the last moment.
Yeah. That was quite a utilization, and I see who the other team has to look out for. I mean, the team SaiyanZ, they are really eye candy right now. I mean, they have a really good strategy of their own. They have a good communication, and even though they had a perfect counter on their opposition part, they still managed to survive the game, and they killed it, like literally killed it. And yes, congratulations to Team SaiyanZ and Team Domination for having a dominating match. I'll not say Team SaiyanZ has a dominating match. First game, okay, I'll give that, but the second game was not so much of domination. But Team Domination, congratulations for having a clean sweep victory with domination. Team SaiyanZ, congratulations for making a clean sweep victory for today. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rose for your host, and with me is
Hydraptor.
good night and take care. We'll see you day after tomorrow.
Yeah, there's Masa also. They are saying, they are taking, they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top Zelda. One minute from his backline is swapped.
Yes, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be a little bit pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used to protect the allies a little farther from invincible. He cannot be touched with that like bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up.
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single crit as well. So
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that like bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up.
the rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes targeting that Mega, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a great situation. There goes that last sanity used. Also, even Bakshia deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vexana have the
They have now the boost to kind of farm up back and give a little bit of hurdle to and
also, even Bakshia deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vexana have the
get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single trip as well. So
the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret, Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan, get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So they are saying, they are taking, they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top. Now they have now the boost to kind of farm up back and give a little bit of hurdle to and
Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken on by the hands of
look at
that.
that Rosan instant.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angelas
They are saying, they are taking, they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top Zelda. One minute from his backline is swapped.
Yes, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be able to put the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to. Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from. Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single trips as well. So team poor by poor, they don't have anything to farm up right now. And Claude with another blazing to it, and I think get the Lord, get so much of the value.
Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken on by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant.
With the members trying to defend the top lane inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. Zelda. One minute from his backline is swapped.
Yes, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be able to.
Daksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals He can literally melt any.
Whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a grave situation. There goes that last sanity used with the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Also, even Bakshia deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vexana, have the
Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So the rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes targeting
Okay.
Mega.
They are saying they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top.
Right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on the backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of
Look
that.
at that Rosan instant. One ultimate from his backline is swapped.
Yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be really.
They are saying they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top. Baksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals, he can literally melt any. Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So team poor by poor, they don't have anything to farm up right now. And Claude with another blazing to it, and I think get the Lord, get so much of the value.
With the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. They are saying they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top. One ultimate from his backline is swapped.
Yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be really right on time, taking down his partner, and Dar is going on that backline, taking down Dar. Dar has been taken down by the hands of that.
Look at that Rosan instant.
Truly invincible. He cannot be touched with that like bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So, and the sustainability adds up.
So Baksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals, he can literally melt any.
With the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana will
down.
be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Also, even Bakshia deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vexana, have with the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan, look at that. Rosan is just going and get melted in the face right now.
With the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret.
Yeah, and there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see minion fury coming from team poor by poor.
It's pretty annoying to use up Florin's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from.
Zelda. One ultimate from his backline is swapped.
Yeah, it's easy to swap, but at the same time, she might be pretty annoying to use up Florin's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther.
More than okay, look at that. Instantly taking the turtle but sacrificing his own life. Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So
Pretty annoying to use up Florin's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther.
the rotation and the ganks from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes
Okay.
targeting Mega much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set, but at the same time the Angela's.
So Baksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals, he can literally melt any.
Whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in a grave situation. There goes that last sanity used, but for now the first turtle is up in the land of Dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to. Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from. Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see minion fury coming from team poor by poor. Get the Lord, get so much of the value out of it, and now they are taking every single creeps as well. So they are saying they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top.
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from Terizla. Terizla is pretty much very low FP, but he has...
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of dawn.
Yeah, and both...
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's could...
Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion PV coming from team Poor by Poor.
Invincible. He cannot be touched with that like in bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up with the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan. Yeah, there's Masa also that they have to take care of in the late. Okay, we are gonna see a minion PV coming from team Poor by Poor.
But for now, the first turtle is up in the land of dawn.
Yeah, and both teams, they are ready to... Okay, look at that penalty zone coming from...
Whereas team Poor by Poor, they have each and every hero has quite a bit of crowd control except for carry. So that is going to be really annoying for Esmeralda. There goes that. Whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in, a great situation. There goes that last sanity used much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's could...
Oh, Daksha is naturally anti-healer, but the amount of damage he deals, he can literally melt any...
Also, even Bhaktya deals a decent amount of damage. We saw he got the double kill right there. And if Vexana, have the...
They are saying they are conquering every single thing there that is coming in their range. They might have taken the top. The rotation and the gangs from Team Domination is really looking good right now.
Yep, there goes
Okay.
targeting that mega with the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's could... Whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther from her, or in, a great situation. There goes that last sanity used with the members trying to defend the top lane's inhibitor turret. Nana has been taken
Nana
down.
will be instantly melted. Okay, Rosan.
Much aggressive towards the marksman lane, like going too forward to give the vision, or let's say to give a good set. But at the same time, the Angela's going to be pretty annoying to use up Florian's ultimate just to protect herself, whereas it's mostly used for to protect the allies a little farther. Invincible. He cannot be touched with that like in bounce being used, and also the damage outcome is insane. So and the sustainability adds up. Right on time, taking down his